Hello everyone, this is Caden Gaming, and I am exhausted right now. I've just spent most of the day playing Mechwarrior, but I decided I need a cast, so without further ado, let's get in-game. I think I'll just go ahead and skip the loading screen quickly. Alright, and we are back. Now, if you wonder how I skipped the loading screen, I really just paused the recording software. I didn't actually skip the loading screen. There's no actual way to skip it. I just simply paused my recording software. So before you ask, how did you skip the loading screen? I didn't. I just paused the software. But yeah, anyway, I'm in my DeathBarrel, also known as Zeratul. That's what I called it, Stalker, Zeratul. No one get that? Well, if you don't, play StarCraft 2. Because you should. But yeah, my DeathBarrel, I'm going to be showing a few tactics on how to play it in this video. Hopefully, unless it goes horribly wrong. Which sometimes these do. I tend to just go into them and then, well, upload them regardless. Unless they're really, really bad, then I go ahead and don't upload them. But yeah, I'm going to try to show a few tactics on how to play this mech correctly. Oops, running into walls is not a good thing. Now with this mech, I can generally make consistently maybe anywhere from 400 to 1,000 damage a game. I know in that other game I got 1,000 something damage, but that was just a lucky game. It wasn't. I don't generally get that much damage. It was more of a lucky thing. Which is kind of convenient because I was trying to show off how good this build is, and then I get an excellent game with it. Now, being up on the ridge here is a fairly dangerous thing because mechs are going to come up like this one. Now, the only reason I'm doing that is because I am running this build, which is just amazing close up against other mechs. I mean, frankly, it's pretty much the strongest setup, going toe-to-toe in a closed-up, enclosed area. Now, unfortunately, I can't fight 3 mechs, which is a fairly unfortunate thing. At least not very effectively. So I'm going to need to try to bail out of this area, if I can. Now, in this situation, there's no way I can get away, so I'm just going to do my best to pound through as much of these guys' armor as I can, maybe kill one of them, if I can get away with it. Because frankly, at this point, I'm no way I can get away with my life. My friends aren't reinforcing me. I think they went tunnel side. I'm basically fighting the entire enemy team at this point. And yeah, I died. So first lesson is don't be like me and don't carelessly go out, because you're going to be too slow to get away. While, as you can see, I had plenty of armor, plenty of firepower, I simply, even with the very best engine in the game, was too slow to escape once I was getting surrounded. While I was able to survive and do quite a lot of damage, that was mainly because the enemies were pretty bad, not because of any skill on my part, or any ability of my mech. But yeah, I think I'll let you guys observe the rest of the game. If you don't want to, well, you can just skip ahead in this video, assuming I mix multiple games into a single video, which I might. But yeah, as you can see, while I showed the nicer points in that other video, this build does have its weaknesses. It may be potentially the best build in the game, but it is not undefeatable. Certainly not. Personally, I'm not a big fan of ECMs because, well, they really feel like they make LRMs' streaks way too weak. But yeah, even with my stupidity, I managed to do quite a lot of damage. So you see, this build, while very vulnerable, can also pack a mean bite. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I think I'll just merge a bunch of videos into this part because I just got the ability to upload unlimited length videos, which is very nice. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next game. Hello everyone, and we are back. Hopefully this game I'll be able to do a better job than I did last game. I mean, last game, I'll be frank, it was quite pitiful. I mean, I did do a fair amount of damage, but nowhere near what this mech could do if in the right situation. Now, I guess that was a decent way of showing what not to do, even though I didn't intend to show that. But I'll just go ahead and upload it because, well, it does show that this build is not undefeatable, and you have to be careful. Some people, when they get a powerful build, go on a power craze. I mean, I know I did that when I first got this thing, and just went charging into every attack. That way is going to mess up your KPD, or KDR, whichever you prefer to call it. kill per death ratio slash kill death ratio. That if you just charge in, it's really gonna mess that up, as I said. Now there is a time to charge in, as you'll see, but you have to know when to go. If you see a solo mech, you pretty much can always take them on, assuming they're on a light mech. Light mechs will chew up this build, by the way, unless you're an excellent shot, or the light mech gets careless and stops. Occasionally, you can hit a light mech with your SRM6s, and if you do, it's probably going to destroy them, but I wouldn't count on it. Generally, you want to avoid engaging light mechs when possible. Now, I'm going to be a bit more cautious this game. I'm going to hide behind these ice pillars. Never be afraid to just stop and think, and be a little bit cautious. I mean, it's not like you lose anything as long as you aren't taking damage if you're cautious. I see that the area is clear, so I'm going to move up towards here. Enemy catapult to one side. Do I want to risk going there? Maybe. For now, I think I'll just stick here. I saw that there was an enemy by Kappa. I didn't get to see what he was geared up with. Now I'm going to move in here. I love this spot because, frankly, if anyone comes in here, I can just blast it with my SRMs. No one is really going to beat me in this tight and closed space. And it allows me to easily camp here and watch how things go. Now I see my friend is moving out, so I'm going to follow him. Not sure his judgment's the best, but at least I'll have a buddy to back me up. You know, whenever you're casting, you should really have a bottle of water or a drink next to you, frankly. Your throat gets very, very dry. My throat's a little bit dry right now. Maybe I'll get a drink of water after this cast. I don't know. Let's see. Here's another stalker. His build, he's pretty crippled, so I can probably go in and pop him after a couple hits. Now, I don't want to waste another volley of missiles because he was so damaged. That's why I finished him off with my lasers. Now, you really want to watch your heat management with this build. I mean, any build really, but just because you have good heat efficiency in this build and you don't have a whole lot of lasers doesn't mean you don't have to watch your heat. Now, this guy's just got LRMs, so I'm going to move in and try to take him out. While he's no threat immediately, LRM boats, if left alone, can be very dangerous. I mean, anyone who plays Mechwarrior at all will know that. Now, I've already taken out 2 mechs without taking very much damage. This shows you, while this thing can be taken out, it is very potent if it's left unchecked. Now let's see, I see my buddy's firing at something. I don't know what he's shooting at, but I'm going to turn. Shooting at the ECM commando. If you can take out an ECM mech, it's very good, even though it's very hard to take out a commando with my setup. So I don't think I'm going to really chase him. I'm going to go back and swing around. This hunchback looks like he's dead. I'm not going to bother capping Kappa because, well, frankly, I don't like to go the objective. I like killing people. So I'm going to move forward onto Sigma. It might be slightly foolish abandoning my team, but this mech is a decent soloer as long as no light mechs come along. Granted, I can't take on a whole bunch of mechs at the same time, but I can take on pretty much any one mech. Now, I don't see anyone. I'm going to activate heat vision tracking, just in case there's someone around. I personally am not a big fan of heat tracking because, well, it just makes it harder to see, frankly. But it does help in certain situations, like when you're scanning for enemy mechs. But I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Doesn't seem like there are any enemies here, and it makes my eyes hurt. Now, I don't see any enemies, so I'm just going to go ahead and cap Sigma. It looks like all the enemies are back over there, but my team seems like they're fine. Really, we just dominated them this game. But it does show you how, left unchecked, this mech can do so much damage. As you see, in a few quick volleys, I was able to take out most of the other mech's armor. Now, let's see. By the way, you can turn heat vision on pressing H. You can pull out this map pressing B. And you can turn on night vision pressing N. Night vision is mostly only good for Night River City. I know most of you probably know that already, but I decided to go ahead and show you. And while I was talking, it seems like my friends took out the last of the mechs. But yeah, my damage wasn't too high, but I did end up coring quite a few mechs. So overall, I think I was fairly effective. Didn't do a great job this game, but my team ended up doing pretty well. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you all in the next game. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Caden Gaming, and I decided water is for the weak. I decided not to get a drink of water and just go on to the next game immediately. But yeah, I think I'll just cast a bunch of games today, even though I've played a ton already. I just want to play Mechwarrior. I just am loving my Zeratul mech. Zeratul, by the way, is the name I gave this mech. I really call this build the DeathBarrel build, but this individual mech I named. Someday my trial mech will grow big and strong, kill you. Alright. Now, we're playing on the standard... I can't remember what this map is called anymore. I used to know them, I just don't remember right now. But we're not playing on the night version anymore. The night version is much clearer than this day version. As you can see, the area is kind of foggy, but that's not really a huge deal generally. Now, I see another one. One of their mechs is moving up over there, it looks like. Or maybe that's just caused by the crater. I mean, not the crater, the dropship. The ruin of the dropship, I'm not really sure. Probably is. I'm just being stupid right now. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe make a dash for that building right there and take cover behind it. Now, it may seem overly drastic what I'm doing, all the cover I'm taking, but if you go out into the open with this mech, LRMs, gauzes, and other things like that will tear you to pieces. I mean, while you have a decent amount of armor, you don't have a huge amount considering how much firepower you have. So you want to save yourself for when you can use your firepower most effectively. Now maybe no, I can't. This is the one problem about not having arms. I can't bend down. And I got a lucky missile shot off on that guy. I'm not sure how my missiles actually ended up hitting him, but somehow I took that commando out. That's one thing you shouldn't do as a light mech. You should definitely not stick still. It was just stupid of that light mech to stick still. Now let's see. Do I want to go out and engage that guy? It's really decisions like this which you have to be very careful about making when you're playing this mech. Now I see I have two of my friends coming up behind me, so I'm going to try to pop out and hit this guy. Now I see there are two nasty guys with LRMs probably right over there, so I'm definitely going to try to back up and get out of here. Get behind this and just hit him from back here. Now he's busted my right and left torso pretty badly. His buddy's been coming up behind me, which I didn't notice, which is very bad. And this is one of the moments where I've overextended myself, but I'm going to see if I can recover and get back. I'm angling my left arm towards him because that's like the only place I have armor left on. Gonna stick right behind here. What's shooting me? Oh, here he is. Now he's lost his... this dragon doesn't have a whole lot of firepower, so I can probably just out DPS him. Oh, well, apparently not. I thought I could, but either someone hit me from behind or something happened. But yeah. Well, that was fairly unfortunate, but at least I did show that as a light mech you should never stay still. I managed to take out that commando fairly easily with my SRMs because he was just sort of hanging around there, not moving. As a light mech, speed is your friend. Now, right now I'm not making a very good display considering I'm always overextending myself, but it does show one of the bigger weaknesses of this build, and maybe you guys can learn from this. Although, at the end of the day, I mean, I killed one mech, and if you manage to kill one mech before you die, you're kind of cost-effective. So, at the end of the day, it's not that bad, me dying. I mean, I killed one mech and damaged one, so at the end of the day, it evens out. But yeah, you guys should really tell me in the comments down below if you want me to, you know, just let you see the rest of the game and maybe me commentate it a bit, or if you just want, you know, me to close it off after the game and just play another one. Because, I mean, either way you're watching me, but in this way you're not actually watching my gameplay, you're more just watching general people's gameplay. Let's see, that's Stalker. Man, this guy's not a very good aimer, is he? Let me go watch someone else. Well, I'll see how his battle with the Stalker goes first. I want to see how it ends off. Never fire PPCs within 190, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they work within 190 unless they're ER PPCs, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, they did actually manage to take out... spoke too soon. Let's see, this Raven's stuck, it looks like. That or he's just hiding. Here's an Atlas. Atlases are pretty fun to watch sometimes. Frankly, in that Stalker, though, I love chewing up Atlases. I don't think I've shown any of that. I mean, the only time we saw an Atlas, I died to it, so... But trust me, this build can chew up Atlases pretty well. Now, it looks like we might actually lose this game, unfortunately. But that's fine. Yeah, this guy, no way this guy can stand up to this many mechs. Were we down any players? Not really, we just sort of failed. Where are the rest of our team? Oh yeah, one of them's the Raven, which is sort of stuck. Or just trying to snipe, I'm not sure which. Now, I'm not really a big fan of the multi-purpose Stalkers. Frankly, the ones which pack both LRMs and SRMs feel like they can't really be good at either thing. They're just sort of trying to be half decent and kind of failing. Although, I don't know, I have wished for LRMs sometimes. So, I don't know. But yeah, you can really see that it's pretty much over at this point. I mean, this catapult's gonna die real soon. Yeah. And then the Ravens just left. But yeah, this wasn't a great collection of first games, but you can see, even though I didn't play too well, I did manage to break even on all but the first game and kill one or two mechs. So overall, I don't think I did too badly. But yeah, in the next part, you ought to really be able to see what this mech can do. These were just sort of not so great games. So what did that guy say? You won't be able to make it fast enough. Yeah, this game's over. This Raven can't really do much. He might as well just shut down somewhere or do something. But yeah, not a great collection of first games, but I hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you all next time.